That was fast. So, status update. It's fucking Thursday morning. She is 6:14. I just went off of the couch to go into bed. I had a message from Helt Jam and my Amazon Prime package is already here. Hello. I was just about to go to sleep. Good shit. Hello there. So, hello and welcome back. We got Sarai on the TV. But we are back and today's an exciting day. You can probably see this mess on the floor. Well, first of all, I got some glass bowls, whatever, like for small snacks and whatever the fuck. Anywho, what we're here for today is this boy. Yes, this is my second entry card. So that way I can finally do multi-gig. Excuse me, did they put some invincible tape on this shit again? So, we have the car. Now, question of the day. Do they have a Okay, so they put a one label on there, but they didn't put a second. Okay. I'm not asking. Anywho, this is my second X570 10 gig NIC, which will go with my main computer, and that will give me a direct 10 gig link back to the server. I'm not gonna ask what the hell happened under my nail, but okay. Sure shit. So this will give me a 10 gig link right back to the server. It will what we need is a double one of these to put in the to put in it and run a OM3 fiber or something through the wall, since that's gonna be cheaper and just the shortest bloody transceivers we can get, which is gonna be like 300 meter transceivers, and potentially just have limiter plugs in front of that again, because 300 meters is the shortest I can find on FS. And run to this computer. I mean, of course we could leave a bunch of slap, but just keeping 300 meters of it's just too much. And to be honest, I don't remember, I gotta read up on that, but you can have, you know, a certain receiver work on a way shorter length without burning the fiber out. I just don't remember what that margin is. But yeah, so we got the X520 10 gig Intel NIC PCIe by 8. So yeah, so this will go into my main computer. The problem is I don't know where to install it, because I have a feeling, because my 3090 is currently covering up by one PCIe slots, nor do I have a riser. So I may have to pull my capture card temporarily until I can get a riser for my 3090. So 31, yeah, the power is not ideal. So we are back. We are, and we are about to pop this shit. So it's about time to shoot down the broder. So I guess for the time being I'll just open Discord here then. And then I'll just put a status.
Shrimping for me financially, shrimps for these two, unless you're on the Patreon and the Sean's League.
Lol. Lol. Are you even plugged? You are plugged actually. Oh god. I forgot how much of a mess this was, and we also have the... Ah, hello. What is this? That's that speaker. Oh god. No help. Here is subwoofer, yes. Oh god. Ow. Ow, satan. Why do I gotta have so much shit in my fucking forehead? That hurts so fucking much when you hit it. For fan. Oh, are all of these marked? Yes, they are. Good. Boy. Excuse me? I'm pretty sure I haven't even unplugged that yet. Have I already unplugged that? Okay. Then unplug that speaker then. Because it does not like being without signal. As you can probably tell by the 60 Hz hum that probably tore your fucking ears apart right now. If you have the EQ on, lol. Which having EQ on whenever you're watching my videos is a mistake, lol. Because either you will be blasted by subwoofers in my house, or you'll be blasted by subwoofers in my car. Hello? Ow! Satan!
Actually, 21%.
Why you gotta be a chunk? Well, it's because I chose to have a chunk of a case, but... That's why, but... Oof da.
That's my
Oof da.
I'm gonna end up being
Oof da. Yes, it's dusty shit. Now, let's see if we can get this on top of the table without tearing it down. And people ask, oh, how did you get so much scratches in the table? Yeah, about that. Computers and whatever else. That's your answer. Because this 25 kilo beast, or not even 25 kilo, this bitch is probably more like 40 at this point. The case itself is 25. The case itself is 25, brother. Oh, I haven't even installed the door screw, lol. Okay. Hello. Can I get a cloth? Okay, that's rubber, okay. Or rubber, that's not rubber. What that is what was rubber of some sort. Or whatever. But now it is... whatever else... sticky, whatever the fuck. Lol. But oh well. There you go. So here we have my beast, lol. With a dying pump and a way too small water block at that. So good shit. And I also do not have a... okay, I'm not gonna ask what that was. I also need to get more mod cables, lol. I do. Screwdriver. That is still in the backpack, ain't it? So good shit. So basically, if you want an update, if you have forgotten or if you haven't been here before, so what we have here is a Prime TRX 40 series motherboard. We have a Ryzen, Ryzen you hear, well, Ryzen still, but we got a Threadripper 3960X. We got 64 gigs of 3200 memory, CL36 question of the day. I'm probably gonna get around a bit. No, CL16. So good shit. And then we got my main GPU, which is a 3090. And then we have a... Well, I'll show you guys the cards as we go along here. I will, after I'm gonna take the toothbrush I have there and at least brush over this real quickly, because the last time I cleaned... God dang it, Bobby. Because the last time I cleaned this was like, what, November? Och whatever. There's a bunch of stuff under here, lol. Stay, for fan. So, we can start with this hot box, lol, which I gotta push back this way. What that? To get no, you guys are gonna hate me for this, but I gotta press it back in order to release the tab. Is it ideal? No, but here we are. So here is my toasty mother of GPU, lol. It is.
Although it's 1 minute, 1 sub, so it's actually only
Wait. Aha. Yes, because that the PCIe slot I'm talking about, this is covered by... Well then, putting my secondary GPU on the vertical bracket is probably the better case solution, but we got ROG Strix 3090 OC edition. We do invite, which the plan is to put a water block on this bitch eventually. It is! Oh, try and overclock it a bit more. Next up, we have our AverMedia Gamer HD2, which is my capture card. Which really doesn't need a full X slot. This thing really can run on a smaller slot, lol. Smaller slot, wow. Can run in a by 2 slot. Or not by 2 slot, by 1 slot. It can, so there is your Live Gamer HD2, which is the capture card I use if I'm using my GoPro to wow, to take and record my GoPro if I'm doing sim stuff normally, which I gotta get like a permanent camera mounted for that, or if I'm doing, say, laptop benchmarks, for example, where I'm recording the footage but I don't wanna oof da. Yeah, she's a bit filthy, broder. She's a bit filthy, broder. So that way I can just run an input and then an output, or not even an output, just run an input, so that way the recording is handled by a separate machine, so that way the raw performance of what's happening on the computer is the only thing we have, really. With the exception of, well, the output, but the output of a 1080p 60 FPS feed to one screen, it's neglectable, you hear, it's negligible, or whatever you want to say. So good shit. Then we have my current encoding GPU, which is dying for each day that goes by. 980 Ti, very capable card, but this one has had some issues for the longest period of time now. Now, watch the, like, 4x slot be there. Because the problem is, these are so close together that kinda no matter what you do, you're kinda stuck, lol. Because I guarantee you that it's under here we have our diddly-do, per se. If I could run this card without a cooler, this wouldn't be no problem, but I kinda can't. Because you see, here is the thing. If I get... let me... Let me put this into practice for you guys here.
I just gotta make you like the same height as the people.
Because if we can put or really in reality with that card, actually.
Nah, this is just like see what
We can put it all the way out.
lounge and stuff. That's just like regular shopping malls you can or just like
Or with the card I'm planning to replace it with, which will maybe be a Founders 2080 Ti, because they're actually not that expensive. Actually. And I do like the cooler design of that. So it may be fine. And I mean, capture card, we don't really care that much about it. But if I now pull these two brackets right here,
oh no, I'm falling.
and I get, you know, I forgot I need to pull this whole thing fully in order to have the space to bend it in, lol. Because we need to bend this like all the way up, lol. Then we pull you back in.
Oh no, escalator.
So basically there will be the card and then we will have the riser on the bottom here, and then whatever else. And then you can see with that all the way out, you can see we still have plenty of space in the back there, so then we could you know, we get this bracket which then would handle my capture card right there, because then I can get my, then I can just keep my 3090 there, and then I have these two slots available for my 10 gig NIC, or those two slots available. I don't have those two slots available. You gotta be joking me, I didn't even restart the recording. Oh, well, so the computer is done. I think you guys got the general idea. We swapped the thermal paste on the 980 Ti. We swapped thermal paste on the CPU. We removed the capture card as we need a riser before we can make all of those fit. The computer is now on the floor, ready to get shoved back in there and connected. So good shit. And then I gotta try and find a water block for that boy. I think the plan is just gonna be to find like an EK vector or velocity block and then just slap it in there. And then just get the rest Corsair Hydro X, PET G tubing and a pump and a reservoir and a radiator, 2 radiators probably. If not, I decide to do 3 as the GPU is gonna end up being in the loop eventually, so. But I think I'll start with 2, 1 in the top, 1 in the back. And then I'm gonna need like 12 sets of fans. If I wanna do push-pull on them all. I know somebody's gonna tell me it's overkill and you're probably correct, but oh well. So, yahoy. The location of this boy. Fuck me. The location of this bitch is not ideal. That's all I am saying. Scheisse, broder. So we have HDMI. We have center. We have right. And we have left. Yahweh. Then we have USB for that boy and something that's on its way down into my head. Lol. 2 USB-C for that. My stream deck, my mouse. Then we have headset, then we have regular Ethernet, which the cable is fucked on. There you go. And on top of that we now also have lol. We now also have 10 gig, and that should be it. Yes. Besides from power, lol. Okay. That is about back where it was. Then you and you go like back on top of her or whatever. There you go. Then now speaker wire, more speaker wire. Oh, we power on the power, so that way that one becomes alive, so that way I can plug back in our subwoofer. Then I get this boy as well as the front cover. And then we are good. Okay, I think we are good to go. So, power on, broder. U AMDU, CPU FTMP, doesn't matter because we don't even have that. PS5 support, virtualization is on, SMT is auto, good shot, PCI subsystem setting, but for the decoding and resize bar support auto, SRIOV support U, mitigation can be disabled for the time being, USB configuration, legacy is USB XCI handoff is fine, shite. Network stack we do not need. Information NVMe konfiguration. That's fine shit. SATA config. We're gonna enable hot swap on all of this shit again. So that way if we do need to install some storage or temporary attach whatever. M.3 grej. That's the one that you plug right into the board, lol. NVMe RAID mode we do not need. Onboard devices configuration. Bandwidth 1 can be X16 mode. X16 max. PCIe 1 mode, that's gonna be max. Mode 2 is gonna be max. You are running a Gen 3 card, so technically speaking you can just be at 3, but I'm gonna leave you there. Så good joite. Pling into LAN controller, Oprom no, HD audio controller, not even connected, we don't need it. When system is in working state, all on, when system sleep, USB delivery in soft state, yes. We need that for reasons. Amp configuration, restore on AC loss, last state. ERP ready, power on by PCIe RTC, no. AMD we do not need, 10 gigabit unique config, auto negotiated, blah 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 blah. Oh well, it seems like it worked. Anywho, so if we go open new and we change adapter options, Ethernet to Intel 10 gigabit network properties. Then we go Internet Protocol 4 and we go use the following IP address: 110.0.0.20 subnet was 10.0.0.1. DNS we don't need. Then we go interface matrix and we set the interface matrix of this one to 11. Yes. And then we properties IPv4 on U advanced and set U to metric 10, so U will be used in front. Yes. So even though that's saying unidentified network, technically speaking, if I go in here and I disconnect this drive, or really any drive from this system, we're dealing with this shit again. Why Windows? Why? So we might as well disconnect these two other drives in the process, since they're in the same machine. Disconnect and disconnect. You have files open, I don't have files open there, so good shit. Then we restart Windows Explorer, because the bitch broke. Then we reopen this and then we map a nätverksdrive. And then we go U, but instead of going U we go 10.0.0. whatever that was. .10. Which you should be able to find that. You should. It's probably just gonna take you a while, because it's on like a different card or whatever. So we are back. I guess it just needed a restart. Since now everything is working. So if I now go and try and ping this. Okay. I guess it just needed a bit of help, I guess. There you go. No problem. Fixed it. But I guess we're using a 2.0.0 subnet then, I guess. Lol. Fuck. I did not mean to close you. But there we have you then. Then we map you to be. We do 2.0.0.10. So there is you, and then the Plex drive was on X, right? Yes. There you go. So there is all your shares. Then I can reopen videocoder. I can. We should start watching on the previous, network connections. Then we open media encoder. And then once media encoder is open, we open task manager. And then now I want to see here. The question is if CPU and RAM can handle it, but let's do a test here now, shall we? It's certainly more responsive. Do we have like a really big file here? 22 gigs. Do I have 22 gigs of state? Yes, I do. So we have 10 gigabit. Linky link. So now we're gonna do a test. The limitation is gonna be the drive and the memory, but let's do a test here now. Streamlabs VODs, what are you? 22 gigs. I don't care, yes. And yes, we are saturating the speed of those SSDs. And we are indeed doing almost 5 gigabits a second. Ah, yes. Come on, graph. I think we just hit the memory limit. No, we hit the limit of my C drive. When your system drive is ARM. When the response time of your system drive gets fucked before your actual network speed, then it's good shit. But yes, I can confirm. We have 10 gig. We have 10 gig. Yes, temperature 40C. Yeah, these should be just fine. So I don't know really why we're having this behavior. There again, Windows file transfer is not the greatest piece of shit on brand of work either. Trunas moving to Spice was the worst idea on planet Earth, and you guys are dead. So what I was trying to say why you guys were half-assed dying is, yeah, Trunas swapping from using VNC to Spice for their virtual like display, whatever, for the VMs was the worst mistake on planet Earth. Which is why I never run VMs on Trunas anymore. Only reason why I'm setting up a VM there now is because it's the only link I have with 10 gig and it's that server we're trying to access. I'm trying to test the speed there, so I gotta install a VM there with open speed test to test the throughput to its full extent. So, you know, it's good shit. We have pizza and the fries. So, all the videos are verified. Now, can I now install my bloody shit? One, two, three, four. Not now. Can I detach you? So I am back, and we have run into we have run into we have run into problems. Sudo apt install stopp för fan. Wait, lol, I know why though. You have no nätverk, you smartass. That's why you can't find it, you smartass. So resource monitor den. Or system monitor. Because I feel like we may be limited by CPU, lol. Yes, it's a CPU limitation, I think. So yeah, I need to get a physical server set up with this. I gotta do. But we have confirmed the basic idea that it's over. It's over the speed that we need, so good shit. It's fine shit. Yes. Hello. That shut down this bloody machine. Because oh boy, virtual machines on Trunas is the worst shit in bloody existence now. Then with that to gone, done, bye bye. We could unplug the USB drive. We can repop on the panel. Yeah, but with that, I think I want to say thank you guys for watching this computer for 10 gig upgrade, whatever the fuck video. I wanna do so I can transfer that off of here and then have a look at some other footage. So I'm gonna just put you in like servers, etc. whatever. So now I can go virtualization and just delete this whole virtual machine because VMs in Trunas is the greatest piece of shit now. Lol. Available battery 10 gigs. ZFS cache indeed. So yeah, but you guys pretty much get the idea. Holy shit. So Ethernet 2, 206 gigs. So we have already done 206 gig through our other boiler. Data usage. Explorer.exe 117. Media Player Classic Hobbs in the was 72 gigs. Yeah, that's why I need 10 gig. Installed this today. So good shit. But you guys get the idea. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, love it, greatly appreciated. And as always, check links down below for socials and all of that. And until further notice, stay tuned and see us if that grab the heck out of here.